Hi guys, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. It's been a while. Between the computer being a bit weird and my own schedule being a bit weird, Witcher took a little bit of a break, but we are back. And unfortunately, I had no idea where we had left Witcher 3 off when I had to unfortunately stop recording, so I didn't realise we hadn't finished off the cabaret. So we are going to start today with getting the placards for Dandelion's cabaret back to apparently somebody called Rorax. Or rather, we're going to go pick up the placards from Rorax. So let's go do that. I'll see you at the destination. Alright, we are at Rorax's place. Apparently. Oh, physics gone a bit funny there.
Looking for Rodlick.
Still less bugs than a Bethesda game.
Things in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Yeah.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred!
Well, at least I'm, like, punching these guys instead of, like, you know, just straight up brutalizing them.
You regret this, mutant.
Sometimes I regret how violent Geralt can be. 2-on-1 though. Come on, you need to let me out of this corner. I'm dodging, I swear. I swear I'm dodging. However, we're not trying to play fair here, I don't think, so I should be able to... No, I'm not allowed to use potions even in a unfriendly brawl. That's really unfortunate. I would love to be able to use a potion in an unfriendly brawl. I don't see why I have to stick to any certain rules. There we go.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rodlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vegal Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
Oh, good.
See,
I can kind of
wasn't
see
that
where this
easy?
is going.
Could have said so right away.
I'm gonna have to be the winning rider for Rorax before he'll give me the placards, aren't I? I'm sorry, lady. I didn't. You had a sore back, and I ran straight into you. So I should update you all on where things are at. Witcher is not in any danger of stopping at all. It's been a bit hectic getting the channel in line because I've been wanting to do some channel changes and officiate things a bit more and make thumbnails and all sorts of other stuff, and it all just got a bit away on me because I'm trying to do more than I really should for somebody in my state. So I should probably try to calm things down a little bit and go a bit slower. But Witcher will be around for the foreseeable future. Oh, and the other thing is, the RAM solution has been solved. If you haven't seen the vlog, there wasn't episodes for a week and a half because one of the RAM sticks in my computer had failed, and it was starting to do damage to my computer. I was getting blue screens and stuff, and Windows eventually ended up being corrupted to the point of having its own crashes once the offending stick had been removed, so I had to reinstall Windows and all sorts of junk over the last week. And I've actually ended up having to purchase a new set of RAM anyway, despite the old RAM being under warranty, because it was just going to take too long and the channel was going to be down for way too long while I was waiting for a warranty to be sorted out. In fact, I don't even know if the place that is handling the warranty has even received the offending stick in the mail yet. Posted out on Monday, It is now Wednesday. I mean, it should be there, but mail is notoriously slow in New Zealand and Auckland, so who knows. Anyway. So yeah, new RAM. Just bought new RAM. Not on a whim. I'm not made of money. So the idea is that once the old RAM comes back with the warranty stick replacing it, we'll recoup some losses on that. So new RAM in the system, back to recording channel as always, and Witcher should be back underway twice weekly as it always was prior, without any breaks. If there is a break, I'll try and be more communicative about it. I'm not particularly great at communicating. I always tell people to go to Twitter if they want to hear things from me, just because I am much better at updating small changes and difficulties on Twitter than I am at making blog posts or videos and addressing those things in videos. So do make sure to pay attention to Twitter, but I'll try and be a little more communicative in videos about anything that's going on. I will try. Do is a little different to try, but I will try. And yes, I'm running on the race course. So we should nearly be there, actually. I think I have thoroughly talked my way through this journey, which is wonderful. And I recognise this race course. This is where I won that awesome saddle. And yes, there is Rudlick. Oh? Oh, there he is. Alright.
Seems you're a considerable sum in the red, but you shan't back out on that account, eh?
Won't have much of a choice before long.
Come now, old sport. We can't allow that. Who'd I wager with then, eh? Listen, here's what we'll do. We'll make one more bet. If you win, I'll pay your debts and we'll continue playing. What do you say?
And if I lose?
One worry at a time, old chum. Well,
What about the trade we'll do with the Empire? We shall lose our shares in the maritime.
You Rodlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Yes.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament.
Well, you got yourself
Now,
into this
Count
predicament
Luton
gambling
has
when
offered
you're
me the
not that
chance to win
rich.
it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
I've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Yeah, well, 200? That's your debt? Well, let me pay it
Let me
then.
pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you.
Because,
I never
look,
expected this.
look, I don't want to
May I
race a
ask
horse.
to what I
Horse
owe this
racing
generosity?
is
Let's just
fun and
say I
all,
like to do a
but
good
it's
deed
just
from time to time.
a detour
Can we
that
get
I'm not
those
really
placards
interested in
now?
right now. I'm more
I'll
interested
bring
in getting
them
back to the
most main
cabaret.
time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Awesome. So, that's dealt with, and it didn't actually cost me that much, to be honest. Yeah, I'm still quite the, well bankered Geralt. Where is a sign for me to fast travel from? Wheatfields, huh? Let's go to Wheatfields. And then get back to the Gate of the Hierarch, I suppose. So, I'm going to journey there now that I don't have anything to ramble about in terms of the channel. So I'll see you back at the Rosemary and Thyme. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on out here. Dandelion, I didn't realize we were going to start the place back up.
I've told you, the piece is
Place looks
sad,
so nice now.
It needs a minor key. but I
Wow,
wanted
they
to
did a
ruin
really
everything.
good job.
We'll start an email.
It's beautiful.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it.
I agree,
Especially
Geralt.
the accoutrements on the wall.
Is he not so
What
happy?
about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
I do like the name better. Rolls off the tongue easier.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
And things are gonna go wrong while she's away, right?
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Thanks, but I'm not really in the mood.
It's
Have
not
it
so
your
much
way.
I'm not in the mood, it's
On the
more
other hand, we'll drink.
being sober would probably be the best
foreman
idea
mentioned he
right
saw
now.
you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
I mean, they're great together. They should be together, but should I, interfere? I don't think so.
Can't say I remember. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Well, well. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Dandelion living in monogamy.
I've always been monogamous. Well, near enough. I just changed muses often.
Priscilla, another one for your collection?
No, she's its crowning glory.
Aw, good boy.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Dandelion?
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Aw, come on, Dandelion.
Ask the Dandelion. Priscilla, she's
In trouble.
What? Speak, man.
badly been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
As much as I love the writing in The Witcher 3,
Gods. Priscilla,
predictability.
is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
I don't want her to read poems anymore.
Who could have done this?
That I do not know.
A jealous person.
I do, however, know she is not the perpetrator's first victim.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Oh, snap.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this.
Yes, sir.
Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
I was about to comment on his eagerness to help.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy
Gathering you're a
assurance to
veteran.
make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Thank you.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main
Priscilla
entrance,
has grown on me.
certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Yeah, man. Let's to go.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
My comments about the predictable writing were only half true, it seemed. Because while I predicted that Priscilla would be in trouble, I never predicted she would be this badly hurt. I thought it would be like a rescue the maiden kind of situation. This is not a good time for my sword to be basically stuffed. So, let's try and deal with that. Which one? This one? Yes, please. And thank you. Hi, friend. What a hag. So that's the mud throwing ones. Whoa. You can throw all the mud you want. Oh. Oh. I just realised the mud actually hurts. I thought it was just the visual effect on the screen. Give me stuff, thank you. Come on, drowners. That's not what I want. No, you don't.
Blast it. kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me.
You're a bit old to be a witcher, I guess, because I think witches need to be trained from
Where to
children,
now?
but you would make a good
Yes,
one.
it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
That's grim. Like, Dandelion's support as a boyfriend is pretty much the only thing that's going to stop her from taking her life, from losing her voice.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custody. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
That's not a dwarf over there, and neither is that. So... we are definitely going to run into trouble, though. I can feel it in my bones. You dwarf? Might be. Yes.
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Head, because we want to go for the throat, right?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
So whoever's doing these attacks is attacking whatever part of the person is most precious to them. Like the eyes of a woodcutter, you'd say maybe the hands would be the most important, right? But it's an artistry like anything else. I imagine you would need eyes to make sure your design was right.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Oh, him too.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Jeez.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns. Blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
Acid. Hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons We've a different sensibility.
Dark humor.
And a different sense of humor. His genitals, we ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Alright. I didn't know why that was an option, but I just thought because it is an option, we may as well.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Scar and chest wound.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Yummy sounds coming from this surgery. Coal? No.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Alright, think I know enough.
Do I?
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about.
I agree with the
what
surgeon.
the motive might have been.
Punishment is definitely what I think it was. So...
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the murderer knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the
Same
woodcarver,
area.
Eustace, the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Fantastic, thank you.
Thank you.
Why are we wet now? Oh, because it's raining outside. Oh dear.
Nathaniel, who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
Whoever our murderer is has a lot to do with fire. Burning, more specifically. Not necessarily fire. So I imagine whoever it is connected to the eternal fire somehow. Possibly, I don't know, a priest or a cleric or a witch hunter that's taken things way too far.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Awesome. Right, as dark as the cabaret has turned out, I think we'll have to leave it there. So, next episode, we're going to hunt down whoever did this to Priscilla. Somebody obviously has something against artists. Here you go, woodcarver and a troubadour. Both different kinds of artists. Anyway, see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.